used to titles with magic and sorcery with the likes of Harry Potter, Narnia, and The Bridge to Terabithia where the little bitch dies. And don't come after me, okay? That movie came out in fucking 2007. And manga is no exception to titles with the concept of magic. However, although there is a fuck ton of manga with magic and sorcery as the main concept, there is one that stands out from the rest. Now just sit there and envision a sorceress that every time she takes her wand and starts to say her little spell, she creams her pants. Well, envision no longer, because such a manga, of course it fucking exists, and that manga can be none other than Afterschool Bitchcraft. Yup, you heard that right! It is not witchcraft, but of course, bitchcraft, bitch. And yes, even in Japanese, it is called bitchcraft, so don't go going after the translators now. And now, although it has such a comedic kind of name, it is actually not a comedy-focused manga. Of course it isn't. I mean, did you not hear my previous description? The main focus of this manga is more of an ecchi, lewd sort of factor because it has a gyaru in it, and any manga that has a gyaru in it has to automatically be ecchi. I mean, that's just supposedly the laws of manga. I don't know why gyarus always have to equal panty shots, but you know what? Alright. Afterschool Bitchcraft is about a girl who's a high school student named Ririka, who stumbles into classroom and sees her sensei doing magic, and she's just like, bro, what the fuck? And her teacher's just like, well, shit, fuck. And then she finds out that her teacher, whoa, is actually a sorcery guy. He's a wizard. He's a guy who does magic.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I really can't remember the name that he called himself off the top of my head. It's something like that. So after finding out that her teacher is able to cast magic and do all that, she comes to a point in her life where she needs his help with magic, and he decides to actually take her as an apprentice to be learning magic. God, I love my description. And weirdly enough, she is super fucking good at it. It comes really easily to her. It comes as easily to her as making money does to people who make Ask Reddit YouTube videos. And the reason we find that out is because her grandmother is actually an Irish magic lady too. She's an Irish wizard. Oh, so she inherently has a lot of magical abilities. So although Ririka is learning all of her magical abilities and is becoming somebody, honestly, frankly, pretty amazing, she does it with the modesty of a shoe. Do shoes have modesty? Every fucking page, there's a little something there. There's a little schmeckum of something that is just like, woof. I swear to God, every single page, or at least close to every page, there is something showing on her that you're just like, hey, what? For example, she's just talking to a person, panty shot. She's saving a dead kitten, here's my bra. She has to prepare to learn some new magical spells. Here, let me just take all of my fucking clothes off. I mean, look at this page. If you did not know the context of this page, you would be thinking this is hentai, and no one would blame you. Do not let anybody see this page in public. It may sound like I'm complaining, it may sound like it, but in reality, it's the good shit. I am not here to dick around. I am here to see some good coochie. And if you're not gonna give it to me on every page, then what's the point in being alive? I will say, however, to a point that it feels so extreme that I think she is barely dressed. I don't think I've ever read a manga where a girl is never really dressed the whole volume. So the manga revolves around her finding and coming to terms with her abilities and experiencing new mystical creatures. However, each time she encounters these mystical creatures, it leads to something lewd, alright? Like, for example, for some godforsaken reason, the teacher lets her shower in his house, and for some reason, he has a bottle with a slime monster in it, and whoa! She accidentally breaks it in the shower, and what happens is almost vor! what is the point in the slime monster being in the shower? I mean, it's plot, guys. And that is just one of the many lewder events that happened to her in the manga. And although I did mention earlier that she kind of creams her pants every time she kind of casts a spell, it never really explicitly says that she is physically coming. However, if you've read your fair share of hentai, if you know what's in your head when you're about to do it, I mean, it's not context clues, my guys. This is the shit Blue's Clues taught us how to figure out, alright? You put one clue, you put another clue, she's coming. She's coming as she makes her magic. That's the power of friendship. And the art for it is actually super well done. I say actually, but of course it's well done. If you're gonna make a manga of something quite like with such a lewd topical thing, then of course you have to be pretty good at drawing it. And it is super just like, oh, it's Picasso shit. It's like she's casting magic, but also doing the Coochie Town Juggalo. Is that? Yeah. And it isn't just the obvious ecchi factors that I really enjoy about this book. What I really particularly love is just kind of the main lead, really, even though she's mostly, of course, just showing you panties. She's not really typically just kind of there to show you her panties. Obviously, she's the main lead. She is dumb as shit, but she's always her whole life been really bad at almost everything, so seeing her kind of naturally succeed at things and do them well and get praise, and then seeing her just get stronger and more confident is actually really heartwarming. And it's not the kind of heartwarming you'd expect while seeing a girl in her bra and panties. I mean, every other page you're like, okay, and then aw. And although it does kind of like cancel it out when you just kind of see her panties in your face, but it's still heartwarming nonetheless. I definitely really do like this book. I like the ecchi factor of it, not just because it's a bit obnoxious, and I've never read a manga with such an obnoxious amount of ecchi in it, but I also just really like dumbing out to it. It is a very like calming, weirdly calming manga to just kind of read for just the fun of it. Of course it doesn't have like the best plot line, but I don't think it's meant to. I think it is meant to be a fun, sort of funny, kind of eccentric book that you just look at the characters and kind of admire how stupid but kind of not stupid they are. Nice describing on my part, that's good for me. The situations they get into can be funny yet also erotic. The kind of relationship building that you kind of meet with the characters along the way, and sort of seeing them overcome obstacles that really do weirdly make you feel kind of warm in your chest, while also seeing a bunch of just little titties in your pants. Like, I mean, it's just literally, it's all a little bit of something in that book. It's all a little bit of something in this manga, and that's just something I have never seen in a manga before, and it is so fucking impressive. I don't know how such a concept was never really made before. Because obviously when you're looking at ecchi and lewd shit, and you kind of like, usually has some sort of forced, maybe cheesy cliche premise, or sort of like dumb, but I have never, first of all, read an ecchi manga where I could just kind of dumb out myself too, but also an ecchi manga with such a unique concept that, although it sounds unique, it does not require that much thought to be put into it. I don't know, I'm just saying there's a lot of things that you could be relaxing to that aren't as good as anime titties. I'm just saying that as a fact. And if you are like me and not a giant piece of shit, you would be stuck at home anyway, so what's a better way to relax, my guys? And speaking of that, this book can actually be read on Bookwalker. Currently, Bookwalker is having a new campaign called Stay at Home, Stay Healthy, and Read, where you can gain up to 50% coins back with any eligible book after purchasing. If you are interested in this new campaign, then please check the links in the description because they're right fucking over there. Go do it. Do it for the fam. And if you find any eligible book that is not a part of the campaign, you can also use coupon code Sydsnap for 600 yen off your first purchase after making an account. I am definitely recommending this book if you guys are looking, if you guys are just as like, if you need a kind of like a small brain cleanser to kind of just like, you're reading a complicated, stressful story and you need something to just relax to, then my God, guys, titty, what more? What more? And thank you guys for watching my video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I love making the content I do, but because YouTube does not appreciate anime titty as much as we do, it is often demonetized. So if you are thinking about supporting this channel, then please type in this link here, or check the links in the description because they're right there. Just click them, they're all... Thank you guys again, and go. Be safe. I don't know if there is anime coochie in heaven. I don't know if there are cat girls parading about, but I am just saying we do know here. So stay the fuck inside, dumbass. Alright, I gotta get up and stop this now.